Never let anybody tell you that you can or can't be someone. Don't let their opinions of who you are control the person that you're going to become. Because you spend your whole life worrying about other people's opinions and they tell you who you can or can't be, telling you the things that you can or can't do. How are you to ever figure out in life what it is that you want? If you go through your entire life letting other people around you control what you're doing. You know, if I went my whole life worrying about what everyone else thinks, I wouldn't have gone doing sprinting and powerlifting and poetry and drawing and painting. I wouldn't be where I am today. And everyone's opinion that is just constantly negative like that. There's a lot of people out there now that they put other people down, and by putting other people down, they think that they're above them. They think that putting the other person down a level, and then it makes them feel they're a level higher than them, and they feel as if they're superior or something. There's a lot of competition in the world nowadays to where people think that they got to try and compete to be better than everybody else. What does it matter if you're better or not as good as someone else? Just be the best that you can be, because what's the point of going through life if all you're worrying about is your comparison to other people? Sometimes someone can never be as good as someone else because they might have had just life experiences, or they might have a situation in life, or maybe they have a skill or a talent that that person can just never access or ever really attain in life. So if they just went through their entire life worrying about that person and saying, hey, this is what I have to achieve, this is what I have to be, and they're constantly looking back at themselves and they're saying negative things to themselves, and then on top of that they let the opinions of everyone around them tell them who they can't be and what they can and can't do in life. That's not a way to live. Don't let all those negative opinions from people make you someone that's a negative person themselves. Because if you're negative all the time, it's going to be a repeating pattern. You're going to get negative over and over and over, and every day you're just going to get obsessed with that feeling of negativity. Then it's just going to be ingrained in your memory, and then you're going to just think that, hey, I'm nothing because I couldn't achieve this, or because I couldn't be that, because I couldn't live up to the expectations of what other people wanted. I mean, happiness doesn't come from the people around you. Happiness comes from within. You got to find that in your own heart. If you go through life trying to find happiness in other people, you're going to have a very hard time, because people can always leave you. People can always pass away. Things happen in life. So if you find happiness within yourself and don't let other people dictate and control who you are, and you don't let their opinions shape you into the person you are today, there is a difference between positive opinions and negative opinions. And don't let those negative opinions of people telling you that you can or can't be something control what you create. If there's something you want to create or be, go out there and do it. Because if everybody was doing the same thing, then what creativity would there be in the world? What would we have? We'd have the same boring stuff all the time. Nothing would be different, nothing would change, and nothing would be interesting. And it's the people that go out there and do different things, and they do the things that the people tell them they can't do, and people that give them opinions about the things they can't be in life, they go out there and they prove that wrong. They don't go out there to prove it wrong necessarily because they want to prove themselves to them, to the people who tell them that they can't do it. They're doing it to prove it to themselves. And what you have to do is to prove it to yourself, not other people. And if you happen to prove them wrong, so be it. So what? Don't worry so much about their opinions and what they're thinking, because if they were as focused in life as you on what you're doing, they wouldn't be spending all that time that they're wasting giving opinions and negative criticism about who you are and what you're doing with your life. They'd be out there doing the same thing. Because the people are out there laughing at someone because they're pursuing something that they think is a way too big goal. It's not possible. Well, they seem to have a lot of time and energy to spend telling you who you can and can't be. Then they must not be pursuing anything. I mean, if they were, they wouldn't have the time and energy or make the effort to try and put you down to make themselves feel above you and better than you. So don't worry about them. Just keep being yourself and keep creating.